control. Edging their way up towards the A bomb site. Floppy, got that P250 as well. Who will blink first? Who will break? As we send in the 5-man attack, it's going to be the CTs defending here. Towards headshot we go, and they are being dealt out in buckets and spades here. Glaive, Farlig, and Config join the fragging rags, and it's looking all too easy for Astralis here. Just Floppy remains. That slow, composed approach comes crumbling down around them, and at this point is looking for any sort of souvenir kills, Chatter. You might even be knifed here. And there we have it.
I'm disappointed. The Julies didn't get any action.
They rarely do.
They want to leave their teammates in the dust, just they need a superstar, but here we go, seeing stars. Astralis, throw and blows down Banana. JT with the AK out, in-game leader action here as JT will dispatch a Glaive. Config with the trade back, but look at the space. This is a huge gap, and they're not ready for the AWP. Hauser, perfect play.
That is great. It's Config now, stuck between a rock and a hard place. The bomb's in front of him though, however. Thang on very low HP, needs to be incredibly careful with. Config gets both of these kills, they're in a lot of trouble. Does the swing come out? Apparently not. Config changes his efforts here, but surely going to be dead momentarily.
How is he still alive? There's no pressure coming from Banana at all.
Please go down. That was looking a little bit troublesome there for the complexity side, but you're right. They spot that gap, they capitalize upon it, and what a great shot there from Halzak. Very confident.
You need to be able to identify if it's a 3 Banana hold early, exactly like that. And we do see these players making heads-up maneuvers now. If you're seeing a 3 play over towards Banana, then there's usually going to be a gap towards that long side. If there's not, there might be a gap towards apartments or short. And here, just able to pip that perfectly. So great work for Complexity to get on the board early.
I dare say that is a bit of a bonus situation, though. Bear in mind, we had the MP9 coming into that round. They're trying to solidify their foundations. They win that with a bit of a gambit towards the bottom of Banana, sacrificing a couple of players, perhaps. That would be amazing. It's not the end of the world. It didn't work out. They're going to save the AWP and the M4 here. A little bit sketchy from Complexity to close things out. Config surviving for way too long, but the headline is 4 players surviving the first gun round. Hold that thought. There's a chance here. Oh. Grenade will find a kill at least.
Oh, it looked like the grenade was following there for a second.
Yeah.
Blame Sexy back early here. Mr. JT, he's in the building. Nice nade. Glaive knows that he needs to stay quick on this, and Config's actually found a freebie, so hold up a second. This one's got more to be said. He wants to get on this smoke, but it's in the flames. They're going to be able to stall out this plant for now, and Farlig's opening. Maybe it's not all for naught. He's setting up a flash. He's gone back towards the well.
Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a flash as well.
Make a wish.
We'll see whether it connects. Glaive.
Emo Molly here.
Oh, that's towards Emo, you're right. So, here comes a flashbang. Their attempts. JT feeling the heat. He'll have to fight in the open. He's hit a couple of bangers so far. Can he keep it up? He absolutely can. That's his 3rd kill of the round. It looks like it could be enough. Down to the 2-on-2. Config retaken from Coffins. They have no kit though, Chad.
It's a bit of an issue here. Farlig needs a pep in the step. They're both going to take the swing. This is Config's chance to initiate, and he can't get it done. Grim will win the round. Might even want to get split with the lion's share of the defenses towards B. They might have to force the issue here. So through the fire, through the flames, and into a fight. They've gotten something out of it this time round, as Config and Zip will both produce.
It's a scrappy affair, but ultimately it will be Astralis coming out on top as they claim Banana. They'll be able to upgrade some weapons as well. Find an AK-47 or 2. Nice shot from Halzak to keep things competitive at least. Found Zipex. Playing left to rotate. Feeling like they've got full control of the Banana area. Config left to his own device. He's got a smoke as well. I believe he'll probably have some utility behind him as well.
This can go so wrong in so many ways. Because sure, they have a crossfire on top mid here. That's all good. But we can see they've regrouped for bottom Banana. If they're able to deal with Config, they can get into the site.
Yeah. They might just contact play it as well for no utility. And he is not in a position to get multiple kills. That's the kind of one and done. That will not do. There's the first and the second. So, well, I take it all back, Chad. It's a multi-kill position sometimes, and you can get 3 headshots if you try your best.
But it's always screws here. It's going to be still Zip over towards B with Blame, who's ahead of the half wall. Not be anybody over towards the logs just yet. It's going to be the deep.
Nice work.
Sendry just to clear out close, and that might be enough here. Scratching their head with 30 seconds left. They have to go into this passive stance. Glaive and Config bunker down in towards the pit. Oh, and even time with the one-way. Floppy, what are you meant to do? Jump out, not cleared, not heard. Now there's some issues. It's just the one man in the pit being peppered away. There's flashes to hold him at bay. And over the top comes Grim. He's going to put Glaive in a grave. Oh, Glaive!
He's fighting back here valiantly, trying to buy time, but they'll eventually find him. And, oh, can he close things out? He absolutely can. A captain's performance there from Glaive. No one connecting the shots so far. Glaive will finally land one, but it's still a 4-on-3 advantage towards Complexity. Do they go towards Spawn? Do they try and challenge that position? It looks like yes is the answer. Blame F, though, takes care of him, no problem whatsoever. 3-on-3, 35 seconds. They're committing towards the A side. JT, low HP, will take the bait, and it's Floppy to hit. A tremendous shot there. Farlig needs a double, but Only good for one, and that's leaving Blame F, as we've mentioned a few times here. He'll be holding towards the banana area. He's in a 2 versus 1 with the kit, but no utility. But still, worth a go.
He's rerouted, right? They knew it was over towards Arch. This is the thing. Complexity, as soon as they saw Glaive and Blame's name in the feed, they know that they've made the wrong call on the site here. The penny drops, but they've been able to trade into this. Blame would have to pull off a massive clutch here. JT, very susceptible, might have to keep his head tucked until the first fight is taken, and he swings out, gives Blame the jewel. Now he just has to isolate the last flight. It's Floppy. He's on the box, and Blame's going to get it done. That was easy.
Easy as you like, apparently.
Looks like they're aware of multiple players. You can see that spam over towards Coffins as well, so they can see the trajectory of some of that util. Spamming towards Coffins, telling it too. This A setup again. Passive stance. They do have the early information on Farley here on the big green. Floppy's going to give some grenades down. Utility over, so we'll take that flash. Thank you very much. And
perfect.
Glaive repositioning in time. Long smoke. Ooh, this is Farley's chance, Henry. This is really his chance here. He's been scared by the smokes in the sky. Maybe thought it was a flash or two. He's going to peek back out, and that's what we're looking for. Sends them towards the short side, and this repeat from Farley. Beautiful stuff. Silver platter now for Astralis as the repeats keep coming. And the Farley story has another tail as Floppy. He's going to have his between the legs, tuck on back, and get on out of dodge.
That's what we're looking for. Just hitting the shots that really count. Nothing too flashy. No flicks required. Good positioning. Bides his time. Hits all 3. And Floppy, he can't do anything with this. Just 7 seconds remaining, so he'll fall back towards T-spawn.
On B. What a rotation from Astralis.
Still a lot of work to be done here, though, but Blame F, the captain, boosted up. We'll see whether he can spray them down here. Good opportunity. They haven't checked it, but there will be the reply very quickly there. And it looks like Complexity have done enough. 3 versus 2. They isolate the player towards Coffins. Zipex will throw the grenade in return, with the bomb will go down no problem. Config coming in from the flanks here towards Banana. They've established a nice setup here. Great shot from Holzerk. That shuts it down. And presumably the round is over, but Config's onto something here. He's got himself an incendiary. Will lob it in towards new boxes. The flashbang will come over as well. Has to hit this first shot cleanly.
Oh, the pre-fire taps here. Looking for these heads. The hardest part is the AWP on the close left. He knows it has to be somewhere nearby, and Holzerk will strike. 10-5. Complexity's map choice here. It's a reasonable half.
Floppy just trying to be a nuisance here towards the new boxes. Actually doing a very good job of holding them off for now, but it's back to a 3-on-3.
Deep smoke. They have
very
to
deep
banana.
Smoke. Yeah, well, they will be. Absolutely true. One flashbang between them, but it's incredible pace. The flash will have to go over. They'll send the rifles in. And we have got Farley very low indeed. There's a flashbang. Here comes the swing. Can they capitalize upon this? They once had the advantage, but it's slipping away from them now. Blame F brings the round ever closer in favor of Astralis. Grim and Fang remain. They do not have a kit currently. They're doing damage here towards the Coffins, but time is of the essence. Past the halfway point now. It looks like their chances are running thin, Chad. Might just have to give in. Fang waits patiently towards the pool position, but Farlig surely takes him down. Got the information here, and there it is. That's going to conclude. And a very good job from Astralis there. Spotting that gap towards CT spawn. The banana split comes in eventually. Not the cleanest finish, but they get the job done.
4B.
4B, 1 rifle. Grim with the utility as well. Might want to give that out to the teammates, and there it is. Definitely want to create that reservoir of utility towards the first oranges. They're actually going to fall back. So they've left Floppy with all those grenades, and hopefully he can suggest there's more players than there actually is. But it might not matter. It's the MAC-10 leading the charge here. It's actually looking very good. The CTs have done tremendous work here. They'll have to fight and push forward through the flames, but it's actually looking like they've taken the round here. Just Farley remaining, and he'll be detected as well. So a bit too much pace there from Astralis. Towards squad we go. Flashes to be deployed, but a good response so far for Complexity. Plugging the holes, ensuring the T's gone flood on towards the bomb side. It's all about Fang right now. Really nice position, but
Henry.
Not the best shots. Still absolutely fine. He's got a player in towards the app to deal with. A great grenade. That makes up for it. Grim will join him in towards the pits, and it looks like everything's under control. I said that with bated breath. Zipex will pull one back. And now the P250 starting to make things very interesting. Zipex, clutch minister of days gone by. Now in a 2 versus 1, a winnable one as well. Low HP towards Holzerk, and unfortunately for him, he has to reload. The full defuse will come in, Chad. No chance now. A valiant effort, but unfortunately, utility from the CT side. And maybe yield some headshots, as that's a remarkable shot from Config.
There's one thing we tend not to do against an eco, and that's pick T-stairs with an AWP.
True, it's fair
I know
enough.
that it sounds crazy. The AWP should always beat the pistols, but it's a deagle, guys. It's a deagle. One of the most iconic guns in the history of the game. It's crazy. Watch what it does. This is the showcase.
Don't give him another one.
You guys want a deagle? It only costs $700. Get one of your own. Get yourself an orb. Get a couple more deagle kills. Pick up that orb and kill everybody. Because right now, Config looking to destroy the hopes and dreams. The Force by Wars were meant to be over.
This wasn't even a force buy.
I don't know if he said it or if they cut it.
Right.
It's like we took a map off the best team in the world who didn't have the best player at the time.
Yeah, they did leave that key bit of information out there. Like, Simple wasn't on the server and it was a best of one. But yeah, it's still confident. If you don't say it, it's still going to boost the confidence. You don't mention those parts.
Well, this is JT again. And if he can just keep killing everybody, there might be a chance here for the in-game leader. 3-on-4, space. Well, they've got a bit to work with. Zip needs to hit this shot. He has a full bag of util that's now all for naught. So that is going to be a little bit of a stiff ending for him as Config wants to be the space maker here. We'll have to do a lot of work without flashing through. A good team play there from Complexity. This one isn't done yet. Yeah, I don't think we're expecting Farley to get a whole lot done.
The pillar as well. Floppy trying to inflict any sort of damage he can. There's a decent flashbang though. That's from Halzerk on the rotation. Throws out from spawn, but the defending players go down. Back to a 3-on-3, an even kill, and Halzerk makes himself known. He'll need some fortune here. A no-scope through the smoke is the only thing that will do, and there's no saving at this point, Chad. They have to go for it to survive here on Inferno.
All right, well, the flash from Fang is going to be the way back in. That's been lobbed down. It's the Orpa Halzerk that needs to be able to activate here from the Coffin's position, and he's already dead as a doorknob. Zipper will have taken him down. Farley peeks out. He's gone. A 2-on-2 still as a nade lands at the feet here. They're just going to stand and fight. It's Zip to get this one done, and time is starting to tick further and further. Zip's under so much pressure. They're charging him down. 6 bullets in the gun. He needs to get both kills here, and Zip, the clutch minister, guess what? Oh, dear.
How's he alive?
There's time for this. The clock comes out. Zip, he's going to do it. Rolling up after years, and that's going to be 17 kills in total, 16 rounds as Astralis close it down.
Yeah, you're talking about Chad when he was doing that sort of thing, but I loved it all the same. He gets the job done. It wasn't the prettiest finish, but they could.